Welcome to the Coach Connect Healthy Heart Challenge, 28 days. I'm going to give you a preview of all the functionality of this app. So please make sure to watch it from start to finish. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. And what we're going to do first is we're going to look at body. And I've already been in the app, so the body button has been filled in with orange, but the first time you go in here and every morning it will not be filled in, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on body, and what I'm going to fill in here is my current weight. And you don't have to do this every day. I recommend filling in your weight at the beginning of the challenge and at the end of the challenge. I am a big advocate with my clients to not weigh themselves every day because there are weight shifts for many different reasons, but for this challenge, I do recommend just twice, once at the beginning and once at the end. You'll want to fill in what your weight circumference is. Some of these options may not actually be on your app. When you filled out the form, it asked you which optional ones did you want. So if some of these are showing on here and not on yours, it's because it wasn't chosen in the filling out of the form. Pain index would be, for me, I have a lot of back issues, so I really like the pain index being in mine because day to day that changes. Elimination is really important for me to know throughout the 28 days. And this might be uncomfortable for some of you, and some of you it's probably no big deal. But make sure to plug in how many times you have an elimination for the day. It could be once, could be twice, could be 3 times, whatever that is. If it's 0 times, I need to definitely know that. That's a really big indicator that there's something lacking in your diet or hydration. And then you want to select what your elimination is like for the day. This is a huge indicator, guys, on how your body is responding to the foods that you're putting into your body. So it's real important to note what kind of bowel movement you're having. Sleep is really important for me to watch and monitor this 28 days or on any of my Coach Connect programs. Now, the goal is going to be 8 hours every single day. Every single day. So go to bed at the same time, wake up at the same time. You'll be amazed if you do this consistently. Within a month, you're going to be waking up without the alarm. And that is a beautiful thing. That gives you all the appropriate REM sleep, the deep sleeps that you need for your health and repair and recovery, and your energy is just going to go up and up and up and up. So for me, actually, today I had 9 hours of sleep. I did wake up 2 times, which I try to wake up 0 times, but the quality was actually really good. So, and you just slide the bar here and just kind of let me know, but your goal will be 8 hours. So I've already plugged in my goals for sleep, so it's already reading out as I have 112% of my goal today, so that's fantastic. Definitely notate the time you went to bed. That's really important the whole concept of this app is bringing light to those things that you should be really focusing on, because what you focus on improves. That's the paradigm for Power Up. So having it front and center, reminding yourself that, hey, I need to go to bed at 9 o'clock every night or 8:30 or whatever your bedtime is to get those appropriate 8 hours. Now, quality sleep does require a 1 hour bedtime prep, right? So it's 1 hour before the 8 hours starts to log off on all your computers, to put away your devices, to kind of just go into this slow 1 hour ease into bedtime ritual, right? Creating this beautiful bedtime ritual that 1 hour before the 8 hours start. So that's reading a book or journaling or meditation or yoga, whatever that is for you. It's different for everybody, but you need to have this 1 hour before that 8 hours starts to kind of just slow down your night, take a shower, take a bath, whatever that may be. So, but the time to bed is what I need to know there. And let's see here. Most likely you don't have anything else on this screen. If you do and you have questions about it, please let me know. So we'll go ahead and go to the next button. So the next button, I would recommend going to condition, which condition is on the bottom left with the thumbs up and the thumbs down and yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on that. I recommend doing this just once a day in the morning. Let me know what your conditions are. And so if you hear me ask that, what are your conditions today? You know to go to this button. So everything on the left is a positive, everything on the right is a negative. So you kind of can tell If you have a headache, then I need to know. If you're feeling healthy, strong, calm, energetic, full, then maybe you have a little bit of joint pain today. That's a great one. Hopefully over the next 28 days, that is actually going to dissipate, really go away. Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling depressed? Clear memory, fuzzy memory, that has a lot to do with what you eat as well. Clear-headed versus foggy brain. So let me know what your conditions are. It reports back to me. Not every line needs to be filled out. Some people do, some people don't. But give me, click on like 3 or 4 at least. That really helps. All right, so we're going to go to nutrition. And as you see, as we click on the buttons, it fills them up. So it's kind of fun. And I've already been in nutrition because I wanted to be able to have some samples for you. So we're going to click on nutrition, which is the green button with the fork. And so in nutrition, the goal is the water for this program, the 28-day heart challenge. So water, we'll click on that one first. This is really fun. You just tap on the screen for every 8 ounces that you drink for the day. And then you can hit the negative sign if you get carried away. So for me, I have a 16-ounce cup that I use. Why? Because it makes it easy for me to know that once I drink that whole cup, I just tap on the app and I just tap on the screen and twice. So that kind of gives me an idea. So if you, you want to measure what device that you're using, how many ounces are in there, and how many times 8 goes into that. And so if it doesn't evenly go into it, kind of figure out, where to fill the cup up to get maybe the 16 ounces. So that kind of can help regulate your water. Because it's really important to know how much water you're drinking. Because most of you coming into this program are probably not drinking nearly enough. I know on the beginning of my health journey, I drank no water, none. If it didn't have something in it, I wasn't going to drink it. I was just like that, but no longer am I that way. Filtered water is really, really important. You'll notice an increase in your water no matter what level you're at. Your energy will go up throughout this 28 days. So lots of benefits here. Now, so the next part is when you wake up in the morning, what do you do? So with this program in the Healthy Heart Challenge, you're going to have 8 ounces of hot water with lemon and or ginger. And so what I really appreciate is photos. This app is incredible with being able to journal your 28 days or whatever program you go on, journal through photos. Okay, so what I did here is I just took a photo of my hot water at 6:15 a.m. At my kitchen table. And I did notate the time. If you would, please put in notes the time. And just so you kind of know what it looks like, it says here, tap to enter a note. I just went on a different part of the day. But you'll tap on there, enter the time. I need to know that. And then it'll look like this when you go on the screen. If you notice here, I tapped on the check mark. So it lets me know that, yes, I completed that, which is fantastic. So that's 8 ounces. And no, that does not count towards your water intake. This is kind of a separate piece to this program. Now, maybe you're the type of person that is in need of that caffeine. You haven't weaned off your caffeine and you need to have some. So, let me know how many ounces of caffeine you had during that 6 a.m. Setting. And again, if you've tapped on it too many times, you just hit the negative sign. And then maybe you had something else today. These are all the avoids. And if you've been on Coach Connect before, this might look a little bit different than other programs that I offer. So just be aware that these are the actual avoids. So this is in the program. It says to limit or avoid these things. So it's not what you consumed, wanting to consume or whatever. This is not telling you what to have. It's just telling you what you should be avoiding or eliminating or reducing in your plan. So that was the wake up. So at 6:15, I had that. At breakfast time, which was at 8:49 a.m., I had the bananas and nut oats, which is part of this 28-day challenge. And again, photos, guys. Document your journey through this 28 days. Everything you consume, everything you put in your mouth, please take a photo of it. And so I wanted to check off that, yes, I indeed had the banana nut oatmeal. Now, if you had something else that wasn't on plan, please let me know. Hit that check box and then fill in what it is that you had. So it kind of lets me know what you're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Hopefully you're not drinking alcohol at this point. Now, if you're kind of like, oh man, I don't remember how to make this oatmeal. You click on plan at the bottom. I know I went really fast here. At the very, very bottom, it says track plans, contact more. So I tapped on plans, what to eat, and I tap on what's in. This kind of gives you the generic what's in. This gives you the what's out. This is the generic what's out. But if you want to go back to, so what I'm going to do is go back, hit back at the top left, hit back again at the top left. And I'm wanting to know what the recipe is, how much I can have. I hit on the more. So if you go more, and then you click on recipes. Today it is my 6th day in this program, and the banana nut oatmeal is at the top. So I'm going to click on that. That gives me the instructions, the detailed instructions on how to make it, how much, and what, and when, and where. So back again, I'm at the track. I'm going to hit nutrition. And if I wanted that again, and I'm in this spot, I hit more, recipes, today. These are all my planned meals. So the banana nut is I tapped on that. Okay, so I kind of want to go over that with you, how to get to that. So I'm back to the main screen. I'm going to hit nutrition again. Let's say mid-morning is my first meal. I kind of wanted to show you what I do here so you kind of get an idea. You can tap on to upload a photo of your meal. You can take a new photo, or you can choose an existing photo. What's fun about the existing photo, if you look through your meal plan and you see that there's something that's consumed multiple times, like the hot water in the morning, you don't have to take a picture of your hot water every morning. You can actually choose existing photo, go to all photos. We'll just use the oatmeal one for now and the bananas. You can, take the photo with your camera on your phone, not in the app. Because if you take a picture in the app, it doesn't save to your camera roll. And so if it's something you're going to have a lot, you can take the picture with your phone, put it to favorites, and then you can reuse it. And again, remember, on the tap to enter a note, you'll want to tap and enter the time. So we'll type 5 a.m. And then, of course, this is not an apple with a teaspoon of almond butter, but let's say it is. And then we'll just tap on that. So it makes it really, really, really fast. So I think I've covered that pretty much fully for you. But every one in here. So at bedtime, it tells you a cup of herbal tea. Again, you're going to want to take a picture of your herbal tea and, tell me what time you're having your herbal tea. So, I think desserts, it doesn't have anything, but maybe if you did have desserts, then you could say, I fell short today. I had dessert. But definitely take a picture. Tell me what time it was. For some reason, that really bothers me. So I'm going to delete it. Okay. So I think I've covered nutrition pretty well with you. Let's move on to meditation. And I've asked the company to change the word meditation to self-care. But for now, we'll just continue to call it the meditation button. But I do suggest that you have a minimum of 2 minutes to your goal every day for self-care. And self-care, if you need a list of items to do with self-care, I would suggest it needs to not involve technology at all. No TV, no computers, no iPhones, no iPads, none of that. So we need to make sure to keep meditation to those things that are very, restful, lowering our stress, because that's what we're trying to do with the Heart Healthy Challenge this 28 days is to do that. So there is a timer. You hit start. It will start the clock, but hopefully you choose greater than 2 minutes, but a minimum for everybody, 2 minutes, please. And this might just be simply sitting in a dark space, might be your closet, might be your bedroom, and just listening to yourself breathe or listening to your heartbeat, or could be, yoga. I want to keep that separate because that is about can calculate towards your movement. But I do have a huge list. It could be doing a jigsaw puzzle, for instance. It might be, just listening to your breathing. The Calm app is a wonderful app too. If you haven't tried that out, I believe it has a 2-week free trial. But definitely work on self-care and lowering your stress. Condition. So we went over condition. Let's move to movement, which is the red button. Again, it's connected to me, my Apple device, so it's already calculating my steps for the day. But my goal is 30 minutes every single day, and that should be yours as well, because we're trying to achieve 150 minutes a week. So keep moving consistently every day, every day for the whole week is the goal. Because truthfully, if you skip 2 days and don't have movement, you've created a whole new habit. So every day you'll want to accumulate 30 minutes of some sort of movement or exercise. And notice I say movement. It doesn't require you to have a gym membership. It's just simply moving, going on a walk, going on a stroll. I do suggest breaking it up, and you can break it up in 10 minutes. 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 10 minutes somewhere else. Just breaking it up is fabulous. And another recommendation is go for maybe a 5 or 8 minute walk after eating. That is so amazing for your metabolism. So the goal will be 30 minutes a day, and that could be in any of these different things. Now, if you have an Apple phone, you just click on the health app and it will automatically carry over all the criteria, all the steps, all the movement from your iPhone health app. But make sure your health app is turned on and collecting all that data. That would be your stairs or flights of stairs climbed. In your step count, that will automatically add in here. If you have a Fitbit, turn that on, make sure it's syncing. But let's say you do a little bit of yoga today. Maybe you do 50 minutes of yoga. Make sure you add that in there. If you do a HIIT workout, how many minutes did you do in the HIIT workout? If you went walking and it didn't track it for whatever reason, maybe you do have an Apple device, or maybe you have a Fitbit and it's not tracking, make sure to plug in there how many minutes you went walking, biking, running, swimming, etc. And maybe there's maybe there's something you have there that's for the other. So movement is really important. Let's make sure that we calculate that and keep that up to date. Notes. Let's click on notes. This is my favorite thing to get every day from my clients. Use this space like a journal. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me what's going on in your world. This kind of gives me a peek at some of the things that I can't track with this app. This gives me kind of like a diary of your day. What are your thoughts? What are you noticing as you go through your 28-day journal or journey? And I suggest using voice text, right? I don't care about spelling or grammar or punctuation. Just voice text it and walk away. Every day, just give me something about what's going on in your world. So stress is something I can't tell by this app, by all the little buttons. So maybe let me know, is your spouse stressing you out? Is your kid stressing you out? Is work, someone at work, maybe your mother or your father or your brother or your sister, whatever. Tell me what's going on, or things that you're noticing in your body. Are you noticing more energy? Are you feeling kind of anything you're noticing through this journey? Notate it here. Use this space like a journal, but I recommend the voice message because it makes it so much easier than typing it. But that is my favorite part to receive every day. Now, I will tell you, in the middle up here, it says day 6, because again, I'm on my day 6 on this program, but there is a little lightning bolt. If you tap that, this is actually an improvement they've made in this last month. You can quickly go to your water intake if it's kind of a shortcut. So that's kind of fun. If you wanted the intermittent fasting added to your app, that was again at the very beginning. I can't add that once we get started, but in the form, when I sent you the form, there were some options that you could add. You could add that in there. I'm not a big intermittent fasting fan, other than when you sleep. But if you did request that, that will be there too for your quick, easy access. So let's continue with the app. There's not much more to cover, but these are all very important. Again, we're kind of at that on the bottom, very bottom left is track. So this is kind of like the hub. This is kind of the main piece of this app. So we're at the track on the bottom left. The next one over is plans. And this I kind of showed you earlier really quickly. It's what to eat, what's in, what's out. You can click on that. You should have gotten that in the document when you first signed up in an email, what's out. And again, you can hit print if you want to print it at the top. So what's in and what's out, it's just a kind of a generic explanation. So that's all that's really in plans. contact, which is at the bottom and it has a little red one. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. This is all my contact information. This is my email. This is my mobile phone. And this text chat button is where you're going to communicate with me. Every day you're going to have at least one message in there from me. So to respond or see my messages, you're going to tap text chat. And it seems kind of weird because you're like, if I touch that, it's going to send a message. No, it doesn't. It just opens up the window where I'm communicating with you. So I will send you a motivational message every day. I will also send you other messages too, like how are you doing? And then you're going to want to respond. I'm doing great. Thank you. XOXO. No, you don't have to do that. And then send. But so that's where the messages are coming in, and that's where you'll see those. So it's at the bottom. It'll have a red bubble if there's a message in there from me. And let's go to more. More will at the top shows recipes. These are broken out by day. And again, you have this in that main guide that was emailed to you originally. All of this is in there, but it's just kind of, let you know in case you forget or you want to check a couple days ahead or by type, what do I have going on? So this is really, really fun. I like this part of the app. It's all built in. Your shopping list. So each week is in here. So you've got week 1, you've got week 2, and you've got week 3, and then week 4. And again, you can print from your phone if you have, a Wi-Fi printer connected. So that's really cool. And documents. I have a lot of documents in here, guys. So these are ones that should have been emailed to you when you first started the program. If I update them while you're in the middle of the program, I might let you know and say, hey, I updated, let's say, how to read a label. And I'll just kind of tell you in a message, check it out. And then you can kind of go in here. But I left all these in here. I emailed them to you originally when you signed up, but also they're in here. So they're easy for you to see on your app as well. So, and I might refer to them every once in a while. So remember, hit more and then document. So, because there is a lot of information I sent you in the very beginning and it might seem a little bit overwhelming and you might have just kind of like looked through them. But if I reference anything like, hey, can you please go check this document out? You know where to find it. In videos, I should have this video that I'm actually recording in here as well, but and any other videos that I think are relevant to this program. Your profile. Now, this is how I'm going to know that you've watched this entire video. What I want you to do is put your profile photo in this app. I absolutely love 2 things I really love. I love the journal entries where you voice message kind of how you're feeling and your emotions or stress that you're having. But I also love seeing your face. So if you would, click on change photo and swap that out with a selfie or a recent photo. But I love seeing my clients' photos in here. You shouldn't have to change anything else in here. Everything else should be set up unless maybe your health app is not turned on or your Fitbit's not turned on. But everything else you should leave alone. But I love seeing profile pictures in the app. Now your goals, maybe you want to change your goals. That's where this will be. You can hit goals underneath your profile. Plan selection, you shouldn't have to touch that. If you've been on Coach Connect previously, you'll be able to see other plans that you've had on there, but you won't be able to go into them or utilize them. Like mine, I have quite a few in here. But I'm on the Healthy Heart Challenge, just like you guys are. So, and if you want the tour, that's the next button. This is the tour that you saw when you first downloaded this app and looked at it the first time. And oftentimes, at least this happens with me when I download an app, sometimes I'm in a hurry and I just want to get in there and get going. And I like X out of the virtual tour. But if you want to review that, that's there. The last button, it says support. That's not for me. That's actually support to the platform itself. So if you're having glitches or problems or not understanding why something's not working, first and foremost, make sure the app is updated and make sure to close completely out of the app every single day and open it back up before sending them a support ticket. But aside from that, I'm back at the track, and I think that's all I needed to cover today. So thank you for hanging in there. Again, I'm gonna know if you watch this whole video because of the profile picture, but also if you would, give me a thumbs up on this video So that way I know that you've seen it. That kind of gives me confirmation that you indeed watched this, enjoyed it, and got what you needed from it as well. So thank you.